beautiful Ascension family, and welcome back to our channel. Today we are going to be doing our reading for Leo. Leo placement, Sun, Moon, and Rising. So I wanted to, on your screen, you see these cute little die. These are astrology die, astrological die. And I've been kind of using them in my last few readings just because, one, I was absolutely intrigued by them. Two, I have been trying my best to learn a lot of new things about astrology. This past eclipse and moon and full moon and pink moon and new moons and all of that, I've really been trying to educate myself. I've been doing tarot for a pretty good while now, some years at this point, quite a few of them. And I find that the two together make for a very powerful and more accurate, so to speak, hopefully, reading, or at least that's the hope. I am at this point in my journey where I absolutely believe that the planets, the moon, the placement of the planets, and all of that energy does play a absolute part in our lives here on this plane. And so I'm wanting and trying to learn how to incorporate that into you guys' readings. So just as kind of a test thing, I've been using these, and I would love feedback if you can tell me if it's accurate, if it kind of goes with where you are, or if it plays a good part in the portion of the reading. Okay, so really quickly, the pretty little purple one is going to be the area of life that you are in right now. And so it is the 11th house, which is about protection and good moments. Lucky, it's about gifts. And I feel like that is spiritual gifting in a way. However, neither here nor there. It's connection with people, sharing bounty and prosperity. Okay. The pretty little blue one here refers to the planets and where they are in, according to where you are right now. I'm receiving the North Node on that pretty little blue one, which is pertaining to the past, things you've already experienced or lived, as well as past karma. And that pretty little green one over here is where you are emotionally, and it talks about the sign and where your emotional sign is located right now. And right now, emotionally, Leo, you are in Gemini. Seeing both sides of things, you are intrigued, maybe about overthinking in some things and oversharing in some things. It also can be a part of your emotional side that may be devious, manipulative, or experiencing intellectual distress. Okay. If I wanted to put these three together and create a reading, my very first thought process in everything that I have just read to you, and not even thought process, the intuitive part of me that is receiving messages, the parts that stand out the most are protection and spiritual gifting, karma and past karma, things that have happened to you in your most recent past, and overthinking and intellectual distress. If I'm putting that together, I'm getting very much a sense of whatever you're going through absolutely ties to something karmic. And it has got your mental in a space that you may not understand how to perceive what has just happened to you. Intellectually, you are in a space where you don't logically understand why what has occurred just occurred, which is in an emotional space of got you overthinking. And even in an area where you don't maybe not know how to proceed forward because you don't understand what just happened. That's what I get from that. So if that resonates for you, feel free to comment and let me know. They seem like they'd be a little fun part. I got them, or I purchased them to kind of teach me some things on the astrological side, and to memorize some things, but I wanted to kind of test them in my readings just to kind of see if they tie in. So I'd love your feedback and love for you if that kind of resonates for where you are. All right, we're gonna move on from that and get into the tarot. Okay, Spirit, please show me Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Again, Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Placements for all and where they are in the path. Going to shuffle a couple of times just because I had picked another deck. And as I got ready to use that deck, Spirit said that's not the deck they wanted me to use. So we are back to the first part. All right, Spirit, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Leo. All the energy surrounding Sun, Moon, and Rising for my Leos. I'm getting strong energy as I am placing the cards. And again, if you don't like this part, feel free to fast forward past it. I just feel it's important for you guys to see that the cards are come out on their own. I don't do any pre-selection. I don't do any of that. It is absolutely genuine of how they come out, and I place them where Spirit tells me to place them. Okay. But if you don't like this part, feel free to fast forward past it. And again, you guys, I don't memorize cards. I have no memory. After I do a lot of these readings, people go, "Oh, do you remember all the readings?" Absolutely not. I do not. I do them and I give Spirit full control as I am in the process of reading for you guys. And when it is over, half the time, unless I go back and watch it, which I do not, I don't remember a lot of it because it is genuinely channeled at the moment that Spirit is giving it to me. So just wanted to put that out there because someone had emailed me and asked me about that. Do I remember? No, I don't actually remember. I'm going to move this because Spirit said this is your block and leave that here. Okay. All right. Whew. Interesting, y'all. Interesting. My goodness. Okay. I'm going to leave that right there and then we'll go into where you're going towards. Strong energy here, Leo. Again, Reiki Master Teacher. So I align these in the form of where your mind, your heart, your root is, what you're receiving and what you're giving out. All right. So at your headspace, I am unbalanced. Okay. Unbalanced. But the thing I get in your head instantly is it isn't fair. It's not fair. Pertaining to a form of unfair treatment, I can't necessarily say that this is particularly relationship for some of you Leos. This may, for some of you, it may hit relationship. For others of you, it might hit in the form of professional. But I'm getting the air of relationship. A lot of the readings this month have been relationship. For those of you that are seeking financial and career guidance, I will pull for that separately after we go through this initial set of cards. So in your headspace, Leo, unfair treatment. It's not fair is what I hear Spirit saying. In your heart space, okay, on the defense a little bit, as well as, on the defense, you needing to be in a space where you speak your truth and stand your ground, no matter what that looks like. That is the position that Spirit is putting you in. You need to stand on who you are, stand on your boundaries, stand on what you want. That is very important at this space in where you are going and where you are on your journey. At your root, manifesting something, okay? I could even be inclined to kind of pull some cards, and I kind of am, so I just might pull some cards on exactly what it is you're manifesting, because at your core, the resources that you are trying to pull together and the things that you are manifesting may be somewhat subconscious for you right now. You may not even realize that you are manifesting something because you're in this space of torn between your emotional self and your healing state. And so you may not even realize or know that you're actually manifesting something, but you are. And so I want to kind of dig just a little bit deeper. I'm going to try not, I've been on this kick of like 40 and 45-minute readings lately. I don't know why, but I'm letting it ride. But I hope I don't keep y'all too long. But I might just go ahead and pull some cards on what you're manifesting, because Spirit says I need to kind of go into that for you guys. Okay. They won't let me move past that. So I guess that means I need to pull those cards for what you're manifesting absolutely right now. All right, Spirit, can you show me what Leo is manifesting now? I don't clarify a lot, you guys, because it just takes more time for you. But when Spirit tells me to do something, I try not to ignore them. Okay. Because they just keep bugging me until I did it anyway. All right, so what you are manifesting, wow. Six of Swords, not sure where you're going from here. Trying to be kind of in the boat, right? With all the warnings around you, you're just in the boat. I'm hanging out here. I don't know where I'm going. I'm drifting towards wherever I drift towards, but I really have hope, okay, that things are going to work out the way that they're supposed to. Ooh, Four of Wands, not committing, okay? In a space where you're coming from a space of maybe trusting and thought that you were going to be committed in some way. And now you're in this space where you are no longer in the commitment form, not committing to something, trying to trust and trying to rebuild. So in your manifestation, whatever you are rebuilding, you want it to be something you can trust. You want it to be something long term that you can commit to. And you want it to be something that you are able to do in a state of stronger. Okay. As you rebuild, you want it to be stronger. You want it to be better. You want it to withstand more, which absolutely relates to why Spirit has you in a space of holding your ground, keeping your defenses, being in a space where you stand strong, but at the same time, you can receive the understanding of maybe why things have got what has gotten you here. That makes absolute sense to me. I don't know if it makes sense to you, but it makes sense as to where Spirit may be taking this. So as you're manifesting, be mindful of, you're manifesting, you're rebuilding, you want something long term that you can commit to, or maybe you don't want to be committed in any way. Maybe you just want to be in a space where Spirit leads you where you need to go. But as you rebuild, Spirit said read it backwards. So as you rebuild and as you are in this non-committal space, you also need to trust and have faith that they're going to lead you accordingly. Okay, that feels better. That backwards, everything is not, and I've been getting this message all day in all of the readings, everything is not always forward moving. A lot of what Spirit will do is they will put us in a certain position. They'll put us in a certain stance and in a certain space so that they'll kind of put us in the middle so that we have to look back on the past journey so we can know exactly where we're going. And that has been the theme for you're my second reading of the day. And, that's the vibe I'm getting. Know where you came from so you know where you're going. And so maybe you don't want to experience whatever it is that you just experienced because, again, okay, I've got the Ace of Wands, which is to rebuild. And whatever you're rebuilding emotionally, it hit you hard, Leo. It hurts. I feel like it was long term. This could go either way. This could be a job. This could be a relationship. This could actually be both for some of you. So I'm absolutely getting, my emotions got hit hard. I don't know where I am. As the die said, we're trying to understand it and it doesn't make sense. So even though it doesn't make sense, I'm having a hard time grasping it all. But at the same portion, I'm being forced to rebuild. I'm being forced to rebuild emotionally. I'm being forced to rebuild. I wanted to say something else, but no, Spirit's like, it is all emotional. It's all emotional. Leo, maybe you are being forced to deal with your emotional side on all levels because that is sometimes a thing that Leos tend to disconnect from. You very often tend to disconnect from your emotion, especially if you're forced to face something. You will, because you're strong, you're the leader, you're the protector, you're the lion. So you will sometimes go, well, I can keep moving being strong and deny how I feel about something, because how I feel about it doesn't quite matter as long as I'm strong. Whoo, that's deep. Okay. But Spirit is making a very clear indication of this is a time of reconciling how you feel about things emotionally. And it is very important that before you start to go through this rebuilding process of this wands, you have got to understand why you feel what you feel. And that's okay to be very involved in the emotional side of it. Okay. That's on your receiving side. You're receiving all of these emotions. You're receiving what may be emotional, kind of upheaval because you're being forced to. In your strength, and I'm going to say it a couple times so that it hits home, hopefully for all of you Leos, wherever you're receiving this in whatever way, emotionally or whatever the emotional, whether it's professional or whether it's in love, you're forced to deal with it emotionally. Okay. I'm trying to talk as I'm hearing Spirit speak to me. So bear with me as I'm trying to get all the words out. You are being forced to deal with it on the emotional level because you have to know where you are emotionally so you know where you're going. It's Spirit's like, we're forcing it. We're forcing you in a place because you are so strong and you are the take a lick and keep on ticking sign, right? Because it's like, I just have to handle it because I'm the strong one. I just have to handle it because I'm the king of the jungle. I just have to handle it because that's who I am. But sometimes strength and being strong means reconciling and knowing where you are emotionally so you can move forward. Heartbreak, it's a thing. It exists. It is real. And it's what you're receiving right now. It's kind of like, I'm sorry, this is what you're receiving, having to deal with your emotions, but heartbreak is the thing that you are receiving. It's what you're giving. And it's the energy that is around you. It is the energy that you're being forced to also reckon and deal with right now. So heartbreak and emotional upheaval go hand in hand together, along with the fact of having to stand your ground and your boundaries. Y'all, it is, when I tell you there are certain days that I wonder if I'm missing the mark, but today is not one of those days. Today is one of those days that I absolutely understand that Spirit is sending a clear and precise message. And that message is, you, even though you don't understand where you are and why you are there emotionally, you're needing to deal with it. Okay. You are needing it. Understanding is optional. Understanding here in this platform, in this space for you, Leo, you may not ever understand why you're going through it. Okay. You may not ever understand why the heartbreak happened to you. You may not ever know why the work situation is what it is and why you may be going through things there. You may not understand why the relationship went wrong or what caused the other person's actions. A lot of these things are absolutely out of your control. Who? Spirit just said something really loud and clear. You are being forced to deal with all things out of your control. Wow. Wow. Y'all, so that hit so hard that I have tears flowing down my face because Spirit said that is the lesson here. Like, that is part of what you're going through. You, as the lion, as the strength, as this strong individual, are so used to being able to pivot in ways where you can control. If things happen, you're like, okay, I go this way. If something else happens, you deal with it, take a lick and keep on ticking and go, okay, I go this way. This, wherever you are, and for some of you it's both, for some of you it's emotional, for some of you it's job related, for some of you it's all of the above, and it's happening all at one time. So Spirit can be like, understand, you have no control on absolutely anything. There is going to be times where you have to understand all I can do is be in this boat and be submissive to life and let it go whatever direction it's going to go and trust it. That's deep today, y'all. I some days I read and some days I read. Okay. And that's what they do. That's exactly what they do. They have you handle how it comes. Okay. So where are we going from this emotional kind of limbo that we're stuck in? Wow. Wow. The hanging man. Okay. The hanged man in tarot absolutely means stuck, but this is in reverse. And so as you get in this place where you understand that you may not get understanding, okay, understand that you may not understand why it happened to you or why it's going this direction, you get this form of clarity. Things start to kind of say, okay, you know what? I get that I release control. I understand and that I don't have control on any of these situations. So as I go forward from this space of just not knowing and not having logic behind it, you become unstuck. And there's a clarity that come about you that helps you move this emotional kind of upheaval to a place of being so strong and so stable that you understand why it all transpired the way it did. I love that. I love that it's a transitional piece for you, Leo. And then desire. Okay. What are the things that I love? What are the things that I love about me? Who am I attracted to and why? Spirit said to repeat that, and I'm going to say that again. Who am I attracted to and why? Because that is important as you go through heartbreak and you move forward, that you evaluate who you are attracted to and why. That is the Lover's card. Okay. The Lover's card means a lot of things. It can mean lust, it can mean attraction, it means desire. It can mean, for some people, it means cheating and unfaithfulness. Okay. But here I read it as, what are you attracted to? What is it that draws you in? What is it that gives you that absolute desire of, I want you, I want to be with you, I need to be around you? What is that? Spirit said, evaluation of your attraction. Wow. Evaluation of your attraction. So you need to understand why what attracts you attracts you. I'm hearing that the reason why you need to know that is because, what do you feel like in love was taken from you, or in life? Okay. What are the things that you feel like you have not been able to achieve, and what's been taken from you? What's been taken from you? That is about what's been taken from you. Spirit is asking a lot of questions here for you, Leo, because you are wanting to understand what's happening to you. You're wanting to understand and have a clarity of how to move forward. And Spirit said, in order for you to understand how to move forward, take notes and understand all of the questions that are being asked here, right? You know, how do I go? How do I be in this trusting space, Spirit, when everything looks dim, when I'm going through emotional upheaval and my heart is broken? How do I move forward in that? I don't know. How do I become unstuck? Spirit said, these are the questions you need to ask yourself. What are you manifesting and why? What are you attracted to and why? If that's a who, okay, who am I attracted to and why? What is my type? What kind of, partner do I attract? If that is a job, why do I like this job? Why do I enjoy this profession? Is it even something I'm enjoy? Am I doing it for the money? Am I doing it more for the money, or am I doing it because it's something I actually enjoy doing? Okay. This could go, Spirit is giving me both sides of things for you, Leo. And I kind of like it. I wish they did it in every reading, because then I wouldn't have to pull separate cards for things. But, either way, like, I love that they're giving both sides of this, because this is applicable for whether it's a relationship or whether it's profession. Even for some of you professionals, You're heartbroken. You're not happy in what you're doing every day. And it's making a difference in the outcome. Maybe on the job, you're not being treated fairly. You're forced to enforce your boundaries and stand your ground at work. So because of work, you're manifesting something different. You don't know why the situation is out of control at work. You just know that it's causing you emotional instability, and you don't feel like you're safe in your job there. You don't feel like they're committed to you, and you feel like you need to start over and rebuild. It's applicable on both sides of the coin. Which is something, right? Seeing both sides of it was one of the things that came up in your astrological die. So, where is all of this going? For you to be unstuck and have an understanding, you're going to have to answer those questions. What resources are you manifesting? What are you attracted to? I don't care where that applies. Finance or relationship or both. What are you attracted to? Is this lust? Am I attracted to this type or this person because of lust? Am I attracted because of physical? Am I attracted because of who they are emotionally? What attracts me to this person, to this type, to this being? Okay. And then resentment. What do I feel like been taken from me here? What do I feel like I need to reconcile here? How do I not hold resentment towards the situation? So Leo, there is a lot of questions here, but the one thing that I see is that all of this, right, is about you releasing control so that you can figure out, not necessarily have an understanding, but so you can figure out why you are where you are. But it's not because spirit just wants you to sit there and be depressed and evaluate and overthink, okay, and overact or overshare and do more things. It is because they're forcing you in this space because they want you to be able to know where you are so you can move forward. Okay. I won't pull for the professional because I feel like we hit them both there. I am going to pull a oracle card because that's how I've been doing things lately. And I'm going to pick up my energy, the energy deck, because energy is a big thing for you, Leo. I strongly feel a lot of you are very intuitively connected. And spirit said, there we go. Well, nope. As I was trying to do them, spirit said I might go with another deck, but I'm going to see if they pull one out, and if they don't, we're going to go with another deck because I think they want something different. They do. They want something different. Okay. See, I try to pick things and spirit goes no. And then I have to let them pick. So, okay, spirit, show me love journey. Okay. Love journey. Ooh. Okay. And usually, you guys, I don't tend to read them because, I just don't tend to read them. But when spirit speaks as loudly as they do, wow, number 11. Okay. 11 is a powerful number. Wait a minute, you guys. I just want you to see look at that 3. See how the 3 is the Roman numeral? See the 2 here? 3 plus 2 is 5, and that means change. Okay. So change in how you love, change in what you're manifesting, change in your emotional state, change in not holding resentment, change. Wow. When I tell you the messengers are messaging today. Okay, you guys. All right. Number 11, which is a very powerful number. Your every prayer is a power-packed eruption of light beamed into the divine presence. Some pray with fear or doubt, as though the prayer is not doing much at all. Yet you understand that prayer is powerful, that it is divine action set in motion. Your power of divine prayer emerges from your heart and out through your throat, whether you speak or sing your prayer silently within your mind or aloud for all the world to hear. Let your prayers be vocalized as feeling expressed to the divine in words or song. If you choose, you have the power to heal at your fingertips and your vocal cords. Through your voice, you can heal. Let your hands be joined in prayer, positioned at your heart, at your mouth open to let the breath of your spirit move through your throat, creating sound. As you speak it, so shall it be. This oracle holds a message for you. Your words have more power than you may realize, and you have a special ability to heal with words, to bring light where it is needed, and to uplift through simple kindness spoken. You also have a message to bring. It might be an urge to write or speak on topics that are close to your heart. You may also simply have the need at a soul level to share from your heart with others. When you are engaged in conversations, it is it is a beautiful experience. The oracle says your voice is a part of your power. Do use it. Wow. Life begins with love to complete itself again. Symmetry is born. That is absolutely beautiful. And the one thing I heard in that, probably more loudly than anything, is Leo, when you are lost, you are probably one of the strongest signs that knows how to lean on your faith. Prayer is powerful. And I feel a tie to faith stronger than any other sign with you, Leo. You're lost. Let your faith be a guide. Let your love for people and your love for who you are in this world and the light that you are in this world guide you to the people, places, and things that are meant to share your love with you. Okay. I'm going to leave that where it is. It is my prayer that this helps, reaches, and teaches someone in whatever way is needed. I absolutely love each and every one of you. I appreciate each and every one of you watching. I hope you are already a part of the Beautiful Ascension family. If you are not and would like to be, this is an open invitation. Hit that little bell and subscribe so that you can get notified when we upload videos and readings just like this one. I appreciate your time spent here. If you watch to the end, I am absolutely grateful. I cannot wait to see you in June. Love and light to you, Leo. Have a great one.